Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about the non-directional induction type overcurrent relay, then directional induction type overcurrent relay, then thermal relays. First of all, the non-directional induction type overcurrent relay in this consists of two electromagnet. One is E-shaped electromagnet act as a primary and U-shaped electromagnet act as a secondary. Each of these electromagnets have a winding. One is a primary winding, another one is a secondary winding. So as in the earlier video, we can easily came to know that all the induction type relays works in the same principle and also same construction wise, with little much upgraded or advanced level or a little much of a modification has been done in this non-directional type of relays. In between, one aluminum disc was placed and also a disc spindle which carries off a spring, that spring which creates an restoring force. That restoring force or a restraining force or a restraining torque, that which has a capability of having one set point. Whenever the torque produced or due to the coil energization, the flux get induced and that flux produces one torque. The torque should overcome this restraining torque for activating or initiating the trip circuits. So as in this case, this disc spindle is placed below the aluminum disc. Then the moving contacts. This is the lower portion of the electromagnet. Then the current terminal, CT terminal path, one end is connected to the primary of the coil, which means the primary winding, which is at the upper electromagnet, and the tappings have been taken to the plug setting bridge. In here, the tappings has been made as per the settings, which means we can keep the relay settings as a 10%, 20%, 50%, up to 200% of the overcurrent settings. So the other end is of the CT other end is connected with this plug setting bridge. This plug setting bridge is connected with the tapping of the primary winding. So as in the case, we can able to know this is a set point which can be easily used to maintain the alarm and trip levels of the relays. Then it consists of an electromagnet, E and U type, U-shaped electromagnet, two electromagnets. One is at the upper portion and another one is in the lower portion. The aluminum disc is placed in between the two electromagnet. Then the spindle disc carries a moving contact. This disc carrying a moving contact, and when the disc rotates, the moving contacts came in contact with the fixed contact, and then the trip get initiated after both the moving and the fixed contact get touched, and the trip get initiated. This is the trip circuit one, which I have taken at the top. This is connecting to your moving contact on the both end. Then the torque produced is due to the induction principle. The torque is opposed by a restraining force of this spindle spring. Then under a normal condition, this restraining force is more than the driving force. Hence the disc remains stable, which means it will be in ideal condition. Then under a fault condition, the current becomes high, the disc rotates through the present, which means through an angle, and then makes the contacts to initiate a trip. This is the basics of the non-directional type of overcurrent relays, and this in the same case can be used for the earth leakage, which means earth fault relays also. Then directional power relay. In here, two coils, which means one is the PT voltage coil and another one is a CT current coil. One, the voltage coil has the upper E-shaped magnet, and the current coil is at the lower U-shaped magnet. In this case, both are different. Both the quantities, which means one is the voltage quantity, another one is a current quantity. Both are different, and also the aluminum disc is placed in between the both the electromagnet, and the disc consists of a spindle and springs which carries some restraining force. Same, at the ideal condition, the restraining force will be more than the driving force, so that the relay will not operate and it will be in ideal condition during at the fault condition. Now, during at the fault condition, in the sense, in here, the fault voltage, which is connected in the top electromagnet, will produce one flux pi 1, and the current fault, it produces a flux pi 2. During at the fault time, the current will get reversed and the power will get reversed. Then the driving torque act in a opposite direction to the restraining torque. This disc moves and the moving contacts makes in touch with the fixed contacts and the trip get initiated. So these relays are used in a reverse power protection in a synchronous machine, which means normal synchronous motors and everything. This relays can be used for protecting. Then it can be used in a single phase and 3-phase machines also, which means 3-phase equipments also. So this is our thermal relay. The thermal relays, which consist of a heating coil and one bimetallic strip, then a spring and one contacts which will make in contact with the tripping circuit. So normally it works on the principle of heating effect of an electric current in a relay coil, which means this coil get during at the fault time, current get induced and the current get carries and the coil get heated. During at the time, normally the metallic strips will not will be at the straight position. During at the overheating effects, the strips get bent over and makes the springs to get shorten, and automatically the contacts makes each other to initiate the trip. So under a normal condition, the heating due to the current is not enough to heat the strips and the contacts remains open. When there is a overcurrent or a fault current, then the current is increased, produces an IR square loss, which means heat losses, and large heat get produced. During in this condition, the strip get heated and get bends, which means it will get bended over like in a bend, it will goes to a bend position. Then the strip get bended and the springs opens the contacts and the current is interrupted. So this relays is used in a protection of low voltage AC and DC motors, and also some of the thermostat kind of working also. Same principle, this thermal relays also been working. So this is the basics of your non-directional induction type overcurrent relays, and then directional power relays, and then the thermal relays. So in the next video we will see more about the differential relays and distance relays, generator protection relays. Keep watching my videos. If you like it, means share to other ones, share your knowledge and gain your knowledge. தேங்க்ஸ் எவ்ரி ஒன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.